Okay, let's have a look at the question 18, okay? So you should think about this question. Have you thought about this question? Do you remember seeing this question? Have you seen this question?
I think so.
Have you seen this question?
No.
Alright, let's do this question together, or have a think about it first, okay? We'll go through this real slow. We only really have 3 questions to get through. We can take our time, okay? So in this grid, the puzzle is to fill each square with either X or O, following 2 rules. So it's like noughts and crosses, yeah? Firstly, in each row and column, there must be 3 of each symbol. Secondly, there can't be 3 consecutive squares with the same symbol in any row or column. That makes sense? Okay. When this puzzle is solved, what is the arrangement of symbols in the 3 shaded squares in the lower left? So what's the 3 purple squares got in them when you solve the whole puzzle? So that sounds like fun, yeah? Why don't we try solving the puzzle separately and then meet and see what we get, okay? Or if you want to do it together, you can. If you see something, you can say it, and then we can all. I'll put it on the board for us all to have shared progress.
The puzzle is to fill each square.
Why are you reading it randomly? But I just read it. Did you not listen? So basically, you got 6 by 6 grid, right? You have to fill in 3 circles and 3 X's on each row and column, but they can't be all in a row. Yeah? Okay, so maybe if you know what square can be surely filled in, you can call it out and we can go from there, okay? Can you see any squares that you can definitely fill in?
I know.
Which one?
The purple one.
What?
The middle purple.
Why the middle purple one? What? No.
Then the X.
Okay, how about I start you guys off, okay? Which may or may not be a good thing because if I start you off, I'll tell you the easy one. So look at this X. O must go here, right? Do you know why?
Because the X will win.
Can you not say the stupidest thing you can think of and think about the question, please?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you can't have 3 X's in a row, right? You can't have 3 X's in a row. So why am I the one who's saying you can't have 3 X's in a row? Why can't any of you say that?
Because the 2 X's.
No, it's row or column. It's vertical, straight up or straight across.
Oh.
It's no diagonals. So I put an O there, okay? You all agree with me that that's an O, yeah? So I need you to understand why that's an O there and to use it like... to use it as your own.
Wait, but can't O just go to one O so the O wins already?
What do you mean O wins? There's no wins. You're putting O's and X's into the grid. Okay, you see, like in maths, there's like some rules you start with and you figure some stuff out, right? If you don't know what the rules mean, okay, you have to understand that's what your problem is, okay? If you don't understand how to figure things out from the rules, that's a different problem. Okay? So if you don't know what the rules mean, you got to acknowledge that and maybe try to figure out what it is about the rules that you don't understand. Okay? So, so if you ask a question, okay, like if you ask a question about the rules, okay, usually no matter how stupid that question is, people will answer it patiently. Do you understand? If you ask a question about how to figure it out, okay, that's when you can really ask a bad question. Okay. So at the moment, I really think that none of you know what the rules are, but none of you like even realize that's what the problem is. Okay. So what are you thinking right now? Is it about the rules or is it about how to figure it out? So are you telling me that you don't know how to put a circle or an X on any of the squares? Is that what you're telling me? You don't know any squares what it could be. Okay, how about this? I'll just point to squares randomly, okay? And then you tell me if you know what goes in that square, alright? Okay, what about this square here?
I didn't see.
This square.
Wait for me.
Do you know what goes in that square?
X.
Do you agree with Michelle? Do you agree with Michelle? Yes or no? Okay. Okay, so the thing that when everyone agrees, that's like you have a little bit of safety because you can all be wrong together, okay? But in this case, you're actually all correct. But do you know why you're correct?
X actually goes there.
See, the first person just guessing, right? And everyone just following. So don't just think you're following the right people, right?
Is X the right thing?
Well, if you don't know, then it's pretty much the wrong thing, isn't it? So why is it an X? Why is it an O?
I think it's an X
Or
because
maybe you can't even figure it out from here. Maybe
I
it's
think
impossible.
it's an X there because it
You don't need to walk to the TV.
blocks the
That's got nothing to do with that, okay?
Yeah. Then why is it like XOX here?
So random.
You put X there, it stops
Yeah, so the reason it's an X, okay? The reason it's an X is because you can't have three O's in a row. Yeah? You're not allowed to have three O's in a row.
Sounds
Yeah?
right with X.
So if this was an O, it has to be three rows in a row, right? So it has to be an X.
So I was right with the X.
You were the X was right, but you were wrong with the X, okay? Because to be right, you have to actually know that you're right. Otherwise, it's pointless.
No, but the X. But I thought it was X is still right. X is
I
still
mean, there's
right.
two possibilities. Anyone can guess the right answer, right?
I just guessed
Yeah.
with the E answer by saying O.
Okay, let me point at another square. What about this square?
I know.
What goes in that square, the top right?
Me.
What?
X.
Alright, do you agree with Michelle?
I don't know. Do you agree, Lisa?
You don't know. Okay, what about you?
No. Well, Lisa agrees.
No.
Yeah, I also said yes. So,
一 Wow.
Okay, so Michelle said what, X?
Yeah, X.
And everyone else doesn't know.
Could be circle.
It could be an X. We don't necessarily know at this point.
Can be anything.
Oh, it can't be anything, I don't think.
But it could, like, at the moment.
At the moment, yes.
Yeah.
A priori, it could be either X or O.
Yeah. I can't be sure.
We can't be sure at this particular moment.
Yeah.
Okay, what about this square here?
I know. X.
Wow, everyone's saying X. Does that mean you're all sure it's X?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all think it's X because I copied free in a row. Oh.
Would you bet me $5? That's X?
Yeah. I bet $5. I bet $100.
I bet $1,000.
I wouldn't bet $5.
$1 million.
No bet.
No bet. I'm not
No bet,
risking
just-
5 precious dollars. No risking money. No risking money.
Yeah, you go.
Money is all you
Okay.
need to buy food. Money.
That was a close one.
Money.
Okay, so okay, good. It's an X.
Wait, we were lucky because we betted.
How'd you know it was an X then?
But where's the next square?
See, that's the difference, right? Like when you're right in maths, you're willing to bet everything on it. Okay.
That's right.
But if you don't know, why would you bet anything on it?
Yeah, because you'll lose that thing if you get it wrong.
Yeah. Whereas if you know it's right, then you're not really risking anything, are you? Okay.
Let me do another one.
Okay, but you could also find a square yourself. Yeah, I don't have to be the one that's finding all the squares.
But I don't know what square. I know the squares.
What about what square?
The one next, down.
There's
Yeah, that one there.
Oh, he said
and
the
the
O.
same on the top.
That's
Oh,
right.
okay.
Don't tell us. Just tell what the squares are. I want to solve it too.
Going to be faster.
I love
then.
solving.
No.
Yeah,
Be
but
faster.
we're gonna be faster.
Okay, okay. Then you can be
Yeah,
faster.
let's be faster.
Okay. Let's try.
You don't have to necessarily be faster. You just have to take the initiative, right?
I know one.
You know what? Go. What's up? Quick, faster. Which one? And what? Which one? Come on. Uh-oh. What happened?
Did you step on the cable?
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, it was stepped on.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's okay.
It's alright.
Okay.
It's the good thing about having a computer. They remember the things.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, if you watch that, you'll never get anywhere.
Oh, come on.
You can see.
ABC. Oh,
Yes.
it's a
Yes.
chicken. A dancing chicken.
Yes. You can see there's different standards of education here. There's the chicken, the raw chicken on the head, education. And then there's the
If school
mathematics.
ever has a TV, it will probably show the TV.
School does have TV, don't you? Don't they have TV in the classroom?
Actually, I feel like Shaun the Sheep used to be, because there was a show called Wallace and Gromit, and that was kind of fun.
Oh, was
The
it?
claymation, it's similar. It looks similar. They use like clay, so it's like they're not actually moving at all.
Yeah,
It's just like, just wait a long time. All right,
There you
we're back.
go.
We're back.
Which one? Go. Go, kitchen.
Which one you point to? Oh, okay. Now we're talking.
Oh, it's also here.
So, I mean, think about what it feels like now versus what it felt like at the beginning. It's
Oh,
so,
it's
so
also
much. It's so
here.
easy, right?
O is here. And X is here. Here. And X is also
Where's
here.
Michelle gone? Michelle.
And X is also coming. X is
X.
All right, Michael. I think you
And
understand now. You
X is
just
the-
check what Caitlin does now, okay?
Well,
You just watch. What are you saying?
So which one do you think? Which one is X, which is R? Can you have a good guess or whatever?
Which one did you point to? This one? This one here?
Yeah.
Are you sure? It's O. Why? Why is that an O?
What do you think it's up? Not sure. It's okay.
Where's Michelle? Come on, Michelle. Tell us.
It's square.
Which squares?
I'll draw it on a piece of paper. Don't touch the paper.
Michelle, are you gonna name anything?
我没有知道。
Alright, how about this? Michelle and Caitlin.
Michelle and Kevin can be a team.
Tell me what goes here, okay?
Come on, you be faster than Michael.
Tell me what goes here.
X.
Tell me what goes here. X. Why is it X?
Because I don't have to put the other three in a row.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, we're getting there.
And this one's
Oh, why is that?
because if we go down, if we put the X, the X is in the row.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Yay.
What about Michelle?
Here goes an X.
Oh, so you're starting to understand stuff as well. Don't touch the TV.
Why can't I touch this?
No, you can't.
What can I do?
No.
That. That.
See, if you're a good person, people don't even tell you what you can't do, right? They just let you do whatever you want.
Girls need to be faster.
Don't touch the cables.
Oh. Here goes an O or an X. The O.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Yay.
So it's not faster. You need to it's more like they need to focus on what we're doing. You know, they keep getting distracted.
Yeah, that
It
is
has to be O or
it has to be R.
and this
Alright.
one's X.
Yep.
Okay, good. They're getting it now, huh?
Yes.
It's a very
And this is
very
O.
remarkable
And
thing
this
to
is
behold.
O. This is O.
So just think about how confused you were at the start and how clear it is now, right?
And this is X.
Okay.
This is X.
X.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Are you
X
sure?
here.
Are you sure? Sure.
I'm sure.
Alright, we'll go with
sure,
Caitlin's thing.
sure.
Caitlin thinks this is X.
And I think this is X.
Why?
Because of X.
X. What about still counting? If you go X and there will
It
be
could
X.
be
X.
O or X. This
Really?
Is O.
This is our yeah.
Why is that
It's O.
Because it's
This is O.
Stop
why?
touching the screen.
O.
Why is our
Why is it O?
why can't it be X?
Can be X. There also can be O.
Yeah, it can be. Maybe choose somewhere else that you can be sure.
Yeah.
Then this is. This is X.
What's X?
And this.
Why?
And that's it. And Y. I'm sure. Yes. Well, I'm very sure.
You're just abusing the word sure right now.
What about you, Caitlin? Are there anywhere else you think?
Yeah, I think they only know one rule but not both rules.
What do you mean?
We only know.
But there's still one more you can get with that one rule.
The,
So
the,
you know,
the one in red. The one
Yeah.
with,
yeah, what's that one?
it has to
Let's
be
wait
one.
together. We're gonna use this.
Which one is it?
thing.
Caitlin, look at the board.
Here.
You know what? It's
Caitlin,
just
look at the
Caitlin
TV
and
guide.
Michelle are the best. That's all she wrote on her
Oh
paper.
my god. Yes, you are the best.
That's my.
Okay, Caitlin, which one is that? Is it X or O?
Where's Michael?
Michael's here.
Oh,
There's O, X.
X.
Oh?
X.
Y,
Because
Z.
I don't have an I.
Oh, you don't have an S? Okay.
X.
Why is it X?
Has
Well, okay, what can you use to find out that square? What can you use to figure it out?
paper.
No.
Solving out.
I mean, what things affect, what can affect what's in that square?
Make an effect. What if it's X or O?
Just stop talking, okay? Start thinking. You're just wasting our time.
In the brain.
So it's obvious that to figure what this square out is, you can only look. You only need to look at this column and this row, right? There's nothing else that can affect it. And so far, you seem to only know one rule, right? The only rule you know is that if it goes two in a row, the third thing has to be different. Yeah, that's what you know. So if you can use that or not on two columns, it should be two checks. Should happen very quickly. So you look at the column, is there any two in a row or not? You look at the row, is there any two in a row?
Two in a row. Oh.
It has to be O?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, why?
Because if you put the X, then you have.
Yeah.
Yay. We're getting there.
Okay, good.
Next.
So you can see now that on every row and column now, they don't have anything in a row, yeah?
Wait, why is it O again? Oh, because
There's two X's below it.
X. Oh yeah, that's two.
Okay,
This is
but
going around.
what are the rules of the game? You still don't know the rules, okay? So the rules, you can't have three in a row.
Yeah.
But what is the other rule?
Dun dun dun. Is another rule?
Yeah.
So
Okay, I'll read the question again, okay? Because you weren't paying attention the first time, nor was anyone paying attention when I tried to explain the thing about figuring out the rules. So in this grid, the puzzle is to fill each square with either X or O following two rules. See the word two here?
It can't be consecutive
Two.
squares.
No.
No, that's the one you already did, okay?
The first one.
There's two rules. You've been using one rule, right?
Yeah, that's right.
What's the other rule?
3.
In this grid, the puzzle is to fill
This is really English.
square with either X or O following two rules. Firstly, in each row and column there must be of each symbol. Secondly, there can't be three consecutive squares with the same symbol in row or column. Any row or when this puzzle is solved, what is the arrangement of symbols in three shaded squares in the lower left?
So what are the rules then?
The rules it can't be in a consecutive square in rows or columns, or it can't be the same three symbols together.
No, that's not right. Okay, you just said the same thing twice.
Symbols together, but it can't be the same symbol.
Yeah, so so that's not quite it, but you're getting closer.
Yeah. Getting very close.
We're getting closer.
So there's two rules, first and the second, right?
Oh.
Firstly, secondly, yeah?
Yeah.
So one of them is obviously the one that you know. You should probably try to figure out which one that is, yeah? And then the other one is the one that you want to actually talk about right now. So firstly or secondly, which one's the one that you already know?
The second.
So you know the second one. There can't be three consecutive squares with the same symbol in any row or column. Yeah, that's the one you've been using, yeah? So then the one that you want to figure out what it means is the firstly, right? So what's the firstly?
Can't be three of each symbol.
Can be.
No, there must be, okay?
There must be three of each symbol.
There must be, okay? So one's saying you can't do something, one's saying you must do something, right? So what does that mean? Firstly, in each row and column, there must be 3 of each symbol. What does that mean? So let me just randomly put an X here, alright? If I put X here, yeah? And then I look at this column here, right? Does that satisfy firstly the first rule? Michelle, look at the question. Don't think about anything else, okay?你这孩子太舒服了，感觉
太舒服。
没法学东西，就是一直想怎么更舒服。
他们会不会有地方可能 reading comprehension 这一部分，就是理解力还没有到那个程度的，会
爸爸。
但是这个多简单啊！
对我们来是简单，对他们来讲可能有点难度。
但是你看他们念的书，
哦，
也没有比这个复杂。他们从学校借的书，就说他们可能念的都不认真念的都。
他们可能没有完全理解，他们书是会读，但是不一定能理解。
就念完了就算了。
对，就还没有完全理解。
所以这个就是很。
所以 Michael, do you understand the question? Do you understand the first rule? Yeah, what does that mean? 啊 ？You forgot.
就是这个语言它的作用就是要表达一个比较清楚的一个意思。
对。
就是你说不清楚东西，你都不用语言都可以，你就随便把手动一下就行了。
I guess reading the first rule.
Okay, so the first rule is talking about in each column and row something, right? I just gave you a column, yeah? So that first column, you see the column I circled?
The blue one.
Yeah?
Can it be diagonal?
No, I already said that. And if you're not looking at what I'm saying, okay? Pay attention to me, okay? I am your ticket to freedom here. Look at that column. You see the column I circled?
Yeah.
It's a big column, right? I circled it.
Oh yeah, we finished that whole column.
Okay, and then the next question is just a yes or no question. Does it satisfy the rule or not? Yes or no? Okay? It has to be yes or no, right? Does that make sense? So the rule talks about something the column has to have, right? And the column either has it or it doesn't. That's how logic works, yeah? So you got to tell me if it's a yes or a no. Figure out what the rule is. Look at that column.
You guys understand the rule?
No, they certainly don't understand the rule.
Yeah, that's why.
But the point is that this will help them understand the rule. You compare the rule that you're reading to this column, okay?
Are you like understand? No, you don't understand. It's okay.
What does it say? What does it say? So in each row and column, right? Obviously, we don't care about row. We're going to say in each column, yeah? We have one column here, yes? Yeah. Okay. In each column, okay, and now this is the rule. There must be 3 of each symbol, okay? So I'm not even explaining what that means. I'm just asking you, is there 3 of each symbol in this column, right?
Yeah. No, there isn't. Because there's not 3 O's.
That's fine.
You understand? It's very simple, yeah?
So which one it should be?
So why is there not 3 O's?
Because put the X on.
Because I put that random X down the bottom, right?
Yeah.
So there must be 3 O's, right?
Yeah.
So what goes down the bottom then, Kaylin? Oh. See?
And for a second column, you have to put X. XOX. It's XOX. Actually, no, it could be T. Oh, wait.
Okay, so immediately you know it's not E or C, right? And it's not A, yeah? So now you know the only two rules you can apply.
Okay, you put O next. You put O next. Because on the fourth column, there's only two X's. So you have to put an X there.
Okay, so the fourth column has to put an X
And
here.
it can't be three in a row, so you have to put O on the bottom.
Yes.
Okay, good.
So the answer is B.
Okay, let's fill in the other grid squares as well, okay?
Oh, okay.
What are the other ones?
Let's do a race. O-X.
Don't stand on the cable, okay?
O-X. O-X. X-O. O-X. O-O-X. Finished. And here. Oh.
What? Wait, what did you say? X? Okay, good.
就是 these three squares are supposed to be the one thing colored in.
Uh-huh.
X, and this is the
Okay.
answer. It's like the whole thing.
You think it's X or X? What are the other squares?
I'll tell you.
The other X is here. O has the O's here. O's also here. X is here.
Huh. Wonder if it's multiple possibilities. So, wait, let me just try.
No, what Michael said was correct.
So, what did you say? X.
X is here. O's here. O's here. X is here.
O's here.
O's here.
O's here. X.
is here.
Okay. What if X was O here, X here,
If
O here, and X?
O's here, then X has to. Oh wait, I think there's another possibility. If X is here and O is here, then you can put X up. Oh wait, no, you can't do that.
Oh, so there's two possible solutions, huh?
Yeah, two possible.
Yeah. So actually, like the question is a little bit more, like the actual mathematical question is a little bit different than the exam question, yeah? Because in the exam you'll be like, of course it's going to have a solution. So if I can even partially fill it out, I can just be sure that's the answer, right? Whereas the actual mathematical question is like, is it even possible to finish filling it out? You know, I guess it is, and there's two possible ways to fill it out, yeah? Yeah, because it says when this puzzle is solved, what is the arrangement? So if the puzzle cannot even be solved, then the answer doesn't even exist.
But you don't have to solve the puzzle.
Yeah, you don't have to solve the problem. You just need to
Yeah.
assume that it
Yeah.
can be solved.
Yeah.
Row. I just write down the words.
Okay. 有。